Merry Christmas very soon, right around the corner. And today we're going to make some deliciousness. How about this? Today we are going to make a delicious rum butter cake. That's right, you heard me. Rum butter cake. And we are going to use real rum in the cake, and rum for the glaze, for the butter glaze. Yummy. Oh my goodness. So let's get prepared. Let's dive right into this video and make some holiday rum cake deliciousness. Hi everyone. Let's dive right into this deliciousness. For the cake, we have a box cake mix that we are using. I've already poured it into this bowl. And what we have here is, we have pudding, vanilla pudding, dry vanilla pudding. We have oil, eggs, water, rum, yummy, crushed walnuts, more water, butter, sugar, and more rum. So what we're going to do is take our cake mix and we're going to dump in the dry pudding, the dry vanilla pudding, our cooking oil, the eggs, the water, the rum, and then we're going to set our walnuts off to the side because they go into the pan before we put our cake mix in the pan. And now I'm going to take the mixer. Let me move all these other ingredients. We're going to take our mixer and mix this until everything is well incorporated on medium. Turn it off once to scrape the bowl down. Make sure you have everything. And then we'll turn it back on to finish. Okay, all of our ingredients are mixed. That's all we want to do is get them mixed and incorporated. We don't want to beat them too much. So this is ready. And then we're going to take our cake mix and we're going to take this pan. This is a non-stick pan. And I'm going to take some nuts and sprinkle them around the bottom of the pan, these crushed nuts. And I'll make sure I put all the measurements in the description box. There we go. And then we pour the cake mix on top of this. So that's pretty much how we would do it. Let me get the spatula. Make sure I get this all around, spread evenly. It's going to spread out evenly anyway, but I just want to make sure. Everything else looks pretty good. And that's it. So with this recipe, we don't follow what we put in what the box says. We follow along. I'll give the ingredients of what to put into the pre-boxed cake mix, and then we're going to put it in the oven at 325 for 50 to 60 minutes. So I will see you guys at the stove because while this is in the oven, we are going to make the butter rum glaze for the top of this cake. So I will see you guys at the stove. We are at the stove to make our butter rum glaze for our butter rum cake. So I'm going to turn on the fire to a medium and melt our butter. I have doubled the butter. So normally you'd use 1 stick of butter, but I'm using 2 sticks because I'm doubling the glaze. I like the glaze kind of heavy on my cake. And what we would do is melt the butter. So we'll have to wait until the butter melts. And after our butter is completely melted, we add in the sugar and the water. Our butter is completely melted, and now we're going to add in our sugar and the water. Stirring. Right now what we're doing is we're melting our sugar, combining the sugar, butter, and water, and then we're going to get it to come to a boil because it's going to get thicker. We're going to bring it to a boil for 4 to 5 minutes. So this spatula is not a rubber spatula, it is a silicone spatula, and it can be put in heat up to 400 degrees. But this is not going to get up to 400 degrees. You can use a silicone spatula or you can use a spoon. And I still have my wooden spoon right here. Remember, we're gonna let this boil for about 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, so it has almost been 5 minutes and our glaze has gotten thicker. So now it has been 5 minutes. I'm going to turn off the fire and then be mindful. This is when you put in the rum after you turn off the fire. You slowly put the rum in. Beware. Stir it in. Be very careful. And there it is. That worked out nicely. And now we have this nice glaze. And our glaze is ready. The fire's off. I'm going to leave this sitting on the stove and put a top on it. And then we are waiting for the cake to come out of the oven. Well, it has been 55 minutes and it's time for our cake to come out of the oven. So let's take a look at our cake. Wow. And you want to check with something wooden or a skewer, toothpick. I actually have a chopstick. It's wooden. Going inside, it's coming out clean. So our cake is ready. Okay, so it's time to take this cake out of the oven. I'm going to place the cake on a cooling rack. And once the cake cools down, I'll be back with you. And we're going to glaze the cake and taste the cake. Hi, we're back and the cake has cooled. And look at these beautiful cake and the nuts on the bottom. Look at that, absolutely delicious. Okay, so what I do is take this and I'll poke holes in the top of the cake. Well, I'm gonna be mindful not to mess up the nuts too much. Poke some holes. You can use something smaller, toothpick, up to you. Because what we're gonna do is put some, I don't wanna mess the nuts up too much, wherever you can. Anyway, poke some holes and then we're going to put on our glaze. It looks so pretty, I hated to poke those holes. So here's the pan, and this is our beautiful cake. Okay, and I'm gonna take my ladle. Make sure you give this a stir. This is our glaze, and then just kind of slowly pour it on top. So what you do is you pour this on here a couple of times because you kind of want it to take the time to absorb into the cake. I'm not worried about what's on the plate because whatever's on the plate will eventually absorb into your cake. Going over the cake a couple of times. Take some time. Remember, your cake is got to absorb all these flavors, so you just kind of want to. But this is a very nice cake. Easy, not difficult. But you are going to get that delicious rum flavor from this glaze as it absorbs into the cake and into the bottom of the cake. Okay, and I probably have enough because I did make extra glaze. Oh wow, my glaze is leaking over the plate. Next time I will use a bigger plate. It's gonna take a little while for it to absorb. So this is what we have. I'm scared to pick it up. This delicious, beautiful cake. And now it's time to cut it, and let's taste a piece. Normally I would let it sit, let the glaze soak in more, but right now we're just gonna go ahead. I'm sure we're still gonna get those delicious flavors and cut it and taste this deliciousness. Okay, so I'm going to cut a piece, and let's see what we have here. Oh, this cake looks so good. Okay, I'm almost scared to eat it. Wow, I could see where the nuts are on top, and you can see where some of the glaze has started soaking in through the bottom as well, and you can see where it's soaked in through the top. So let's get ready to try this deliciousness. Okay everyone, well I am ready to do the deliciousness taste for this delicious butter rum cake. So let me take a bite. Let's see, here we go. Oh my goodness. Let me take another little bite. Delicious. You will not be disappointed. You can taste the rum. So all you rum lovers, this is the cake for you. And if you don't like rum, give it a try anyway, because this will make you like, at least it'll make you like the cake. So thanks for watching. I wish you guys a happy holidays. Yes, that was deliciousness. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and push the bell notification button. Thank you, happy holidays, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye for now.